Hello Classic Crew, and welcome to today's video where I'm going to be giving you my last pregnancy update. If you are new to my channel, here we talk about classic living and traditional values, and I would love if you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified of all of my new videos. And if you haven't already subscribed to my Substack newsletter, make sure to check that out, where you will get a ton of exclusive content, including my podcast, access to my book club, and really cool community discussion threads. So, I am officially 39 weeks pregnant. That makes me due less than a week from today, which is crazy to think about, and I am so excited. And that means that this is going to be the last pregnancy update on my channel. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go into labor today or tomorrow, but it does mean that I'm not going to be doing an update at 41 weeks. This is going to be the last one, because really, This is the end of pregnancy, you guys. We have gone the distance, and that is amazing. And I feel so blessed. This has just been an incredible experience, and I'm so lucky to have been able to carry this little boy all the way to term. So I am really looking forward to sharing with you guys all of the things that have been going on since my last pregnancy update, where we're at, and how I've been feeling. And hopefully you guys can share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know what your favorite part has been of following along with our pregnancy journey. I'd also love to know if you're pregnant, where you are at, and if you're not pregnant, just kind of your thoughts on everything, because I know that this has been a lot of pregnancy content. And I'm happy to do it, because I think it's really important to share such a positive view of pregnancy. This has been really positive for me, and there's so much negativity surrounding pregnancy, and I hate that. So I have been glad to share my journey and share it joyfully. So now let's get into today's video. So first of all, baby is looking so good. Every time we go into the doctor now, we are doing weekly appointments because we're right at the end of the pregnancy. Every time we go into the doctor now, he does a non-stress test, and there's some fetal monitoring to hear his heartbeat and make sure he's doing okay. And then they also are testing me for contractions. So it's like a 20-minute thing before I actually go talk to the doctor, where they just set me up and I get to hear baby boy's heartbeat. And I also get to see if I have been contracting. And the first time we did this, we've done this twice now. The first time we did this, I found out that I had been contracting. I was contracting like every couple of minutes regularly, but I wasn't feeling it. So that doesn't really mean that much if you're not feeling it, but I thought that was interesting. Baby boy's heartbeat was so strong. He's so active. He's having the best time ever. And he was just moving around, and that's always really good, because that means that it shows that he's still doing well and he's comfortable in there. Time for a quick break so I can thank American Blossom Linens for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I was really excited when American Blossom Linens reached out to me about sponsoring a portion of a video, because they are an amazing brand. Their bedding is sustainable, ethical, and made in America with 100% American cotton. They are environmentally friendly, pure, and free of chemicals. When I first received my American Blossom linens, I was shocked at, number one, the size of the sheets. They are so generously sized, so you never have to worry that you're not gonna have enough for either side of the bed, and at how organic they really felt. Buying made in America bedding is so amazing, because generally when you buy imported products, they take an over 8,000 mile trip that uses heavy fuels that are more carbon intensive than other fuels and create greenhouse gases, as well as other air pollutants such as sulfur dioxide. Because everything American Blossom Linens makes is made right here in the USA, you're making sure you aren't contributing to harming the environment. These are woven to last a lifetime, and they get softer with every single wash. Generously sized to fit today's luxury beds, these sheets are also labeled with top and bottom labels, which makes things super easy when you're putting them on the bed, and they have a deeper pocket so they stay on really well. With every queen and king set, you'll get 4 pillowcases, which I love because we actually have 4 pillows on our bed. All of American Blossom Linen's products are responsibly crafted by families manufacturing for 115 years in Thomaston, a wonderful town in Middle Georgia. Even though a ton of other companies have moved to producing and manufacturing their products overseas. American Blossom Linens also makes herringbone blankets, pillows, baby blankets, and crib sheets. Now the cool thing is they offer free shipping always and a 2-year risk-free trial, which I think is absolutely incredible. To get 20% off your order, use the promo code ClassicAbby20. So if you are looking for an amazing set of sheets and you support a company that makes their products in America, check out American Blossom Linens. Thanks again to American Blossom Linens for sponsoring this portion of today's video, and let's get back into it. So that was all good news. His head is measuring right on track. His abdomen is measuring right on track. There's a lot of good amniotic fluid. That's always a concern near the end of pregnancy, that your amniotic fluid levels can be a little low for them. And then the baby doesn't have enough to swim in. There might not be enough like good stuff for the umbilical cord. You can look it up. Usually if you have low amniotic fluid, it can sometimes lead to an induction. So I've been very blessed that that hasn't been the case. He's got a lot of good amniotic fluid in there. So this is all fantastic news, and baby boy has been doing so good. But after my exam, the first time, I started kind of noticing my contractions, and then the next day I thought I was going into labor because I was getting some really strong contractions, and they were coming every 5 minutes and lasting a minute, but it just kind of stalled out. So I didn't actually go into labor, but I thought that maybe I was. And ever since that appointment, which was a week ago, so we've had two appointments since then, that appointment and then this week's appointment, I have been contracting like every day in the evenings. And I have to say, emotionally, it's a little exhausting because I'm like, is it happening now? And then it's not. So I'm waiting for, labor to start. I'm waiting for everything to kind of get going, but you never know with this stuff. So we'll just have to see. Sleep has not been easy. When I sleep on my sides, my hips hurt horribly when I wake up. And then when I sleep on my back propped up, I don't sleep flat on my back, but I'll sleep propped up, my back hurts. So sleeping is not super comfortable, which makes sense. I'm carrying 30 extra pounds, of course. But it's not necessarily the most fun thing in the world to wake up from pain. It's not that I'm waking up that much, it's that I'm waking up from pain. I'm surprised that I'm doing as well as I am during the day. I'm not exhausted. I'm not totally tired and not able to do anything. Speaking of which, well, that disproves my point. But generally I've been pretty okay, which I'm surprised about. And I'm like, let this be a thing when the baby comes. Let me be able to handle not getting a lot of sleep when the baby comes. But I've been doing yoga stretches every single morning to help the baby get in the best position for labor, and then also so that I feel better in the mornings because my hips hurt, my body hurts. I've been doing the same video every day. I really like it. It's kind of fast and easy and just kind of allows my body to relax and stretch out, and it feels really, really good. I've still been trying to take walks. Now, I won't say they've been daily, but I have been trying to take walks, and it's been a blessing because the weather has started to really feel like spring. And so now when I want to go for a walk, I get to enjoy the beautiful weather too. And Jacob sometimes comes with me, which is so, so nice. And that just makes me feel really good, makes me feel like I'm still moving my body, and it makes me feel like I'm pushing the baby down. The fact of the matter is, I'm just so ready to meet this baby. At this point, I'm emotionally just on the edge of a diving board, ready to leap in. And I'm waiting. I'm so excited to meet him, and I just want to see who this little boy is gonna be and be his mom. I just can't wait. So I've been trying some small natural things to kind of induce labor. Nothing crazy, but I eat a good amount of dates. I've heard that's very good for that. And I'd heard about red raspberry leaf tea. I've heard that a million times. Unfortunately, I tried to drink a cup of that 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I think I'm allergic because I got immediately a very itchy throat. So I can't even drink that. I can't even try it. I've been doing those yoga videos. I've been doing a few other videos that have just been in stretching and things like that to help your body get ready for labor, hoping that that sort of gets things going. And I have been going for walks, which is another way for you to kind of get your body ready. And I will say my doctor did tell me that I am starting to progress a little bit, which is great because for a first pregnancy, a lot of women don't progress this early. Not that this is early, but they don't progress until past their due date. So it's nice to see just a little bit of progression earlier on. So I know that I've heard that you'll get a spurt of energy to do some nesting before the baby comes, and that can be a sign of labor. I don't know that you can get more of an urge to do nesting than I've had since for a while. Like, I've just been wanting to nest for a while. My version of nesting at this point, because the nursery is all done, is that every single night I have to make sure that the house is clean so that if I go into labor that night, we don't have to leave and come back to a messy house. So I'm making sure that our house is in a clean state every day before we actually go into labor so that we have a good place and a nice place to return to. That's been my version of nesting right now. But the other weird thing, and I don't know if this is nesting, I don't know if this is like impatience, but I've just had this really strong urge to shop. Like, I want to go to stores and shop. And so I went to Ulta, I went to DSW, I went to Marshall's, and I just wanted to walk around. And I thought I might buy something, but every time I walked into the store and looked around, I didn't need any of it. So I didn't actually buy anything. I haven't bought one thing, but I've been wanting to go to stores and like look around. It's a very odd impulse. And I don't know if that's my version of nesting right now, but I find it very funny. At this point, and I want to talk a little bit about how I'm feeling about labor, because at this point, I'm feeling oddly excited about it. I'm feeling oddly excited about the challenge. Now, I recognize I probably will not feel that way during labor. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, I'm aware, but I'm in a really good headspace about it and a really positive mindset where I feel like, you know, my body is doing what it needs to do so that I can meet my baby. And this is a healthy pain. It's a pain I'm supposed to feel. And it means that things are going right, not going wrong. These kinds of thoughts feel really comforting to me, and I'm just excited to like do it. We'll see how I feel after labor, but as of now, I want to meet this baby so badly that I'm just like, let's do this thing. Let's go. And I'm really looking forward to the experience and getting to meet him. Jacob and I are just impatiently waiting to meet this guy, to meet this little boy. And I'm just so excited. So that is my 39-week update. I just want to mention here that if there's a gap in my videos for a week or two, I have pre-recorded quite a few videos, but I might only put out one video a week for a little bit, and I'm probably gonna take some time off in addition to that, just so that I can get into the swing of motherhood and then come back full swing and enjoy it. So that is today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, it's at Classically Abby, absolutely everywhere. If you're not already subscribed to my Substack newsletter, make sure to head over to classicallyabby.substack.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!